We live.
Welcome to my powder room. Come on in. Come on in. Let me move mine over some so both of you see.
Okay. Live in the powder room.
Yes. Come on into this powder room. You know you miss me. How's everyone doing? I had a guy ask me to call him. I told him to meet me in the powder room. This is where the conversation goes down.
Not in the DM, but in the powder room.
Yeah, meet me in the powder room.
In the PR.
Yes. Come on in. Come on in. As you all can see, I have a guest in my powder room. Sweet Tea is joining me live.
Yes, Sweet Tea is sitting here in the powder room ready to keep it hot or cold. Whatever your flavor, Sweet Tea is in the powder room.
With Sweet Tea, as you can see, it gets hot in the powder room.
Yes, it literally does. It definitely gets hot and heated.
Hi, Keith. How are you? What's Sweet Tea? So I'm now in the powder room. Yeah, you're in the powder room. You are in the powder room, John.
Sweet Tea, cross my leg.
Welcome, welcome. Come on in.
Whew.
Johnny said hello.
Hi, Johnny. Wow.
Yeah, like I said, as you can see, Cleopatra is getting ready for the night. Sweet Tea, you know, she stepped out for a minute and she just coming on back in here. So, yeah, we're just here in the powder room. I want to put this conversation on the table because I was watching an episode of Steve Harvey and this young man took this woman out to dinner. She ordered a $90 bottle of wine and a lobster. And the guy asked her to pay half. I guess pay her portion.
Wow.
Do you think that was fair?
He took her out. He asked her out. Okay, all bets are off in terms of what the price is going to be. Now, if there was an issue with how much this is going to be and there was a limit on it, why would he take her somewhere where they're serving $90 meals and up? That's on him.
You think so?
Absolutely. If he did the asking, and as far as him being a gentleman, why would he be concerned how much her meal costs?
Well, regardless to whether or not this man asked her out and it was the first date, I think ordering a $90 bottle of wine and lobster is a bit much. But again, that's on him. He should have known the type of woman he was dealing with, or he should have, better yet, he should have took her where his pockets can handle the cost.
That's what I'm talking about. And, you know, if you got to sit there and wonder if this is going to be too much, how well do you want to get to know this lady? Fellas, how well do you want to get to know a lady if you're concerned about the ticket price at the end of the night? Just go on and eat your meal and enjoy yourself.
Right. But like I said, Sweet Tea, he should have taken her someplace affordable. So
affordable to who?
To him. Because one thing about it, men, they try too hard to impress a woman. Why would you? Yeah. Why would you take her to an extravagant restaurant where there's white tablecloths? You know, of course, the menu, the prices must have been high for her to order lobster and the bottle of wine is $90. You know, I think that's a bit much.
Yeah, it might have been a bit much, Cleopatra, but then again, you know, what are we talking about? Are we talking about a lifetime commitment, or are we worried about a $200 or $300 price tag at the moment? Because she's an investment, if that's what he's seeking. You know, we shouldn't sell ourselves short as women in terms of what we allow these men to do for us and to be for us in our lives. We're more valuable than a $300 meal.
You think?
I absolutely believe that. He has an investment that he's putting into this woman.
You should not invest anything on the first date. The first date is when you establish whether or not we like each other.
Well, true.
It's not about how much money you spend. It's about the conversation and the connection that we have to see whether or not it's going to be a second date or a potential relationship.
Wow. So when she looked at the menu, this is based on whoever decided to go there. Perhaps he was the one that decided to take her there. Okay, the menu is going to come up.
Right.
When do you say, well, we're not going to order anything to eat, we're just going to have a conversation? Don't take me to an expensive restaurant if you don't want me to eat.
Well, you know, men's egos are fragile. He's not going to admit that that's a little bit pricey to me. He would probably think, okay, she is a, certain type of woman. Of course, she's going to probably, I don't know. I'm trying to just fix things up on his behalf. I really fought him because I'm not sure, because she may have decided to, let's try such restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
You should let a woman decide on which restaurant you should go to if you're asking her out on a date, especially if that restaurant prices does not fit your budget.
Exactly. So are you fellas actually on budgets when you're taking a lady out on a date?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a limit to what you will spend?
There it is.
I'm asking for those in the back. I mean, come on now. What is this? Are we trying to get to know each other or what?
I've never heard anything like it.
Well,
because Janae was just telling me that she went out with her friend and the tab came up to $100 and some. He said, I'm not paying for all of this.
Wow. So what was going to happen? Who was going to wash the dishes?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think people wash dishes these days. Their ass get put in jail. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, really. I mean, if you ladies have to be prepared, have some extra cash on you, because you might be stuck with going Dutch. Are they doing that nowadays, trapping you into going Dutch?
And you know what, sweetie? It's sad to say, but you need to have a conversation prior to going out. We as women just can't assume that a man is going to pay the tab.
Yeah, that's true.
Things are not like they were when we were hanging out, when we were going out to dinner. It was already understood that if you ask me out, you're going to pay dinner.
Okay, I'm trying to be able to read this. I don't have my glasses on me right now.
Hello, Michael.
Let's see. Had a bottle of wine is high. I need to go get my glasses.
No.
I'm gonna read that.
Where?
In there in the living room.
Okay, we'll pause that for a minute. Let me go get sweet tea glasses. This is what happens when you're of age.
I really would love to read your comment in terms of what this is about. The bottle of wine and the lobster, that was a comment from the Steve Harvey show that Asked Steve, was saying that the lady went out on a date and the bottle of wine was $90. We're not sure with the lobster. In addition to that, how much it was. It's probably roughly close to a $200 meal. But do you guys actually put a price, thank you, on us ladies enjoying ourselves for the evening? Is there a price that you put on us? Hell, a bottle of wine is high in most restaurants anyway. He was just a fake baller. Hell, I've been invested in my wife 16 years, and we happy at Bonafish or Cajun steamer. That's what Brick Harris says. Yeah,
nowhere in
maybe
the world.
A fake baller. That's a good shot caller.
But nowhere in the world I'm going to go out on the first, second, or third date and order a $90 bottle of wine.
You wouldn't?
No. No. That heifer was she sounds like some type of gold digger. You know, she was counting his pockets. Or better yet, he may have been flexing.
Yeah.
Like he had it going on like that.
Yeah, that's what Brick is talking about. He was a fake baller because, again, this is where you're at, and maybe that's her taste. Maybe she likes fine wine and a nice meal.
Well, all I can say is that first impressions are important. But when you're getting to know someone, you can already establish who you're dealing with. You know, because I'm sure if this woman ordered lobster and, $90 bottle of wine and all this and that, she probably already had given you the signs that this was the type of woman she was. You know? So, men, if you're going to ask a woman out, take her someplace that's affordable to your pockets and stop trying to impress someone just to get some nanny, because that's what it's ultimately about. You getting the nanny.
And then how long are you going to be able to keep those pockets fat? How long are you going to be able to keep that up? Because again, that's the first night is the $90 bottle of wine and the lobster dinner. What's next on the second night and the third night? So make sure that you can afford this fine tasting woman. That, you know, she's got fine taste. So make sure that you can afford it.
You can have it your way, baby. Kevin, don't let your mouth dictate what's going to happen next. Because sometimes you all put your foot in your mouth knowing that that's not the way it is. Because the way you start off a relationship or a situationship, that's the way a woman expects it to be.
Exactly. You said a mouthful on that one, Cleopatra.
Did I?
You did. That's it. That's everything in a nutshell.
Wow.
Be able to handle what it is that you're putting out, because again, you're trying to impress her. Now, don't try to go so far to impress her to where it's hurting you. Because we're trying to get to know each other. It's not about how fat your pockets are or how deep they are. I like to be able to have stimulating conversations. I want to get to know you so I can continue to know you.
And that has never been an issue with me, Sweet Tea. I have never placed a man in a certain category based on where he took me to eat.
Right.
Because it was all about the connection that he and I had.
Yeah.
I want to get to know you. I'm not paying attention to where you taking me to eat. Because 9 times out of 10, it's about some damn chicken wings anyway. You don't have to take me to these extravagant restaurants where I can't even pronounce what's on the menu.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah. So you wouldn't judge him based on where he took you to eat?
No, probably not. Probably not. Because it's all about him.
Yeah, see, that's where I'm at, Cleopatra. It's all about him. I feel you on that.
Because, let me see what someone said. Blessings, ladies, of virtue. Blessings to you, Mark. Yeah, Sweet Tea, because...
Oh, shit, we got some more literature here.
It's all about the connections and what you feel. Is your light up? It seemed kind of dull.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay.
I had a friend that asked me to take her to Perry's, and when I seen the prices...
Perry's? If you said Paris?
Perry's.
Perry's, the steakhouse.
Oh, okay. And when I seen the prices online, we ended up at Firebirds.
What is it, Firebirds just as expensive as Perry?
Oh, I don't know. Must be in Birmingham. I'm not sure.
As far as I think Perry's is a steak place. I don't know.
Okay, so then, you know, if you saw the prices online and you decided not to go there, that's one thing. Whereas you're actually physically at the location is another. And I'm sure that that's a strain. So if you fellas are honest with yourselves and these women that you're taking out, say, hey, this is not on my pay radar right now. This is not on my budget.
They're not going to say that.
Let's go somewhere else. You know, don't sit up there and make yourself uncomfortable where you're rolling eyes at her where she's trying to enjoy her meal. You know,
they're not going to say that, Sweet Tea, because as you can see, one of your Facebook friends said that he went online to check the prices. So right there alone lets you know that he's a little bit frugal.
Right.
He's a little bit frugal to go online to see what the prices are.
Yeah, please don't make yourself uncomfortable, baby, because all I want to do is look at you in your eyes and enjoy the night.
Kevin says, right, I got me a $28 an hour. I don't let my mouth overload my ass. I do what I can afford. And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, do what you can afford. There's no sense of breaking your back trying to impress these women out on these dates. Be comfortable.
And she should appreciate that, Kevin. I'm an Iron Chef. I would prepare an amazing meal for you.
Okay, so that's at your house, right? Now, how comfortable is she to come over to your house and eat?
Yeah, because what's for dessert? What's for dessert, Mark? Because if you're in there chopping up them damn vegetables, you're not gonna let her
No,
slide
baby,
up
you
out
know
of there.
that's not going to be the end of the night. She would
Hey,
be
Cleopatra.
expected more.
Hey, Cleopatra and Sweet Tea, I came on in. Come on into this fire room. Come on in. Come on in.
Oh my goodness. So that's fabulous that you are your own chef, baby. That's where it's at. Believe it or not, us ladies, we love a man that can cook.
Oh, yes.
We
yes.
love a man that can steam some vegetables, baby.
Mm-hmm. But baby, Mark, we know what it is, how it is to prepare to cook that full course meal. So if you're going to cook for a woman, you want a woman that's going to appreciate
Oh, that's it.
the efforts that you put into that damn meal.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
Yes, because you're going to use your hands to chop up them vegetables. You need somebody in there that's going to appreciate that.
Oh, laughing my ass off.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Because that's what you call being grateful. And I understood that there was a gentleman that I knew that got turned off by a woman that didn't show any appreciation for his efforts. He paid all her bills, and she didn't show any appreciation. And see, that's a problem. You know, why wouldn't you want a man to feel as if you are appreciative of his efforts?
Some people are used to a certain type of lifestyle, but you can't match that. Don't pretend like, I'm sorry. It strolled up so fast, Angela. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he paid all her bills, and she moved in.
He paid all her bills?
She moved in with him, and he prided himself to say that she owned her own home. But I guess the way he is old school, that he made sure that her bills were taken care of, or what have you.
Well, that's an
But
old school
she
gentleman.
did not appreciate it, and was very ungrateful. So men recognize that, ladies, to see where you're at in terms of if you appreciate what it is that they're offering you. You have to be grateful and thankful.
But I wonder what was it about her that made him pay all of her bills if she had her own thing going. And that's why I say sometimes a man can put his foot too far down in his mouth,
Right.
that he chokes off of his own words.
Exactly. Maybe he bit off more than what he could chew, is in the nutshell. But,
Exactly.
you know, I guess he liked her like that. And, you know, some men like aggressive women. Is that true for most of you fellas? Do you like aggressive women? And I'm not just talking about in the bedroom.
Well, let me see. He said men like to be cheered on and encouraged, stroke our ego a little bit.
Absolutely. Encourage you.
Baby, I'll stroke you all right. I love strokes. Ooh, let me see. These comments coming in so fast. I love to cook also. I always watch the Cooking Network on cable, and I know that the best ways to a woman's heart is through her stomach.
You dang on skip it,
I only
baby.
prepare for women of mighty God. Well, God-fearing women and sinners like to eat too, Mark. Sinners like to eat too, sweetie.
Yeah, and I think that's a true statement, because I've heard it the other way around, that a way to a man's heart is in his stomach. But baby, a woman, we have stomachs too, and we like to eat.
Don't
You
we?
know, healthy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Ooh.
we like to eat and be admired, and you know, I feel you on encouraging. Women need to encourage men more. I think so. But this particular woman that he paid all of her bills, apparently, is something that she's doing for him that he can't get enough of.
Wow,
So
I
I
wonder
don't
what
know.
that is.
Yeah, I wonder too.
You know what it is too? A man that's sexually active, he wants that woman that's already there. That, someone that he don't have to worry about going out there and seeking
Right.
the poo nanny.
Right.
The poo nanny is right there at home.
Yeah, it's convenient. He doesn't have to. have to seek it.
Right,
You know, and that's probably why he put up with her. You
Right.
know, the shit that she's putting down. Like the song says, I'd rather deal with you and all your bullshit. So you're going to have to pick somebody because they're going to bring the bullshit. So you might as well just pick somebody.
Mm-hmm. John said, I will cook, but I don't get deep off into that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I like a man that can cook.
Right, and especially if you can do some grilling or barbecuing, as we
Yeah.
call it.
Most
Just
men love
put
to
some
be on the
stuff-
grill.
Yeah, just put it on the grill.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you got to make sure that you set your coals and you get your fire right. You know, there's a method to that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I appreciate your conversation, ladies. Well, thank you, Mark. Mm-hmm. What do you cook for this God-fearing woman?
Maybe she don't eat red meat.
I guess. I know she. If she's God-fearing, do she like wine?
Speaking of wine,
Wait a minute. Angela, I don't know, Angela. Every time you try to talk, you come
you
and
can scroll it. You can pick up the phone and then scroll it down to read it. Yeah.
For real? I have. Let me see. I have learned which women, I guess. I guess, you giving us your email address? I can't, but I would
rather go out.
Mm.
Well, I think some men like the convenience, which I don't know if this is the latest thing that's going on now, that guys ask you over to their homes. I don't know if this is a certain traditional man, an age category, but now instead of going out on dates, they're asking you to come over to their house. Is that the common thing now?
Is it Netflixing and chilling?
It must be something flicking and chilling.
Damn.
Because again, why would a woman come over to your house?
To me, I think a lot of men ask a woman over to their house because they don't want to spend.
Oh, okay.
They don't want to spend money. It's convenient for them.
Wow.
And I'm sure the first thing that they're going to offer you is something to drink. They're going to offer you something to drink because men know women get tipsy when they start drinking something and things go down.
Oh, my goodness. Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's what that is.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a convenient thing to invite you over to their home, get you plenty to drink. They got the food there. You socialize in the home. You don't have to worry about, you know, whether or not she's going to put out, I guess, on the first date. I don't know what that's about.
Mark said, absolutely, check my profile. I guess he was given an email address. But Mark, you said that you only cook for God-fearing women. What about us sinners? Do us sinners not deserve a hot meal? No house on the first date. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, Angela, but again, this is what the latest thing is. They're asking you over to their house, whether that's to watch the fight, whether that's to watch the championship games. You know, they got a pay-per-view movie or a pay-per-view, a sports game they want you to come over and watch.
Like I said, the only reason a man is asking you to come over to his house on the first night is because he's cheap.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, the first thing he's going to do is offer you women something to drink. Because as you all know, women, the truth, that's almost like a truth serum. And you know, especially if you give a woman some gin. I don't even know if they still sell gin. Because I know what gin and juice used to do for me.
Right.
You know? So all you have to do is offer her something to drink. You know, ladies, don't go to these men's house if you ain't finna put out.
Exactly. Hell, what is this?
Exactly. Hell no. I don't need anything to drink. His ass is gonna put something in it.
Oh.
Girl, you already know what's going on.
It's dangerous out here nowadays.
Now that's too much. I mean, I'm watching Steve Harvey's show, and he was talking about relationships topic on men's chest, on the men cheat on their women. He said that there are 3 reasons why men cheat. Now, I disagree with that statement because I have to pick up my phone and stroll the rest of your comment but I can see that you said it's 3 reasons why men cheat. Could you just break down the 3 reasons why men cheat? Sweetie, why do you think that is? Why do you think men cheat?
Because it's something that they have a fantasy about. They don't want to feel stuck. They don't want to feel confined. They want to be able to know that they still got it. And, it's just one of those things that you go out to try to conquer. I think a guy just does not want to feel as if he's in a situation he can't get out of. This is permanent. Most guys don't like commitments, so they'll go out and cheat, quote unquote, just to be able to sow their wild oats and know that they still got it.
Well, sweet tea. Wait a minute. I can afford to fly to a restaurant for dinner anywhere I can, get sex anytime I want. Your mindset is key with me. So you're saying that you can fly a woman out to anywhere she wants to go. Mark, I can afford to fly to any restaurant for dinner. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, Mark. And I would say that I think the reason most men cheat is because they can. And because it's about the new pussy. Men, I would think, I'm not a man, I don't have a penis, I don't know, I can only assume. It's about the feeling that they get being with someone else.
Just someone new. Just
someone new.
Different.
Because 9 times out of 10, a man is, he already knows the position that his woman is going to get. It's almost like it's boring. Excuse me? Anyway.
He gets used to it.
He's used to it.
He wants something new and exciting.
She already know what position to be in. Mm-hmm. If he put her in another sexual position, it probably would frighten her. Because she's so used to missionary.
Right.
That he couldn't put her in another position.
Right.
Yeah. At the door. They'll get it. Must be Janae in the back. Listen. Women don't give them what they want. Or if a woman don't do what they like, they will go find someone who will. Exactly. A man can, say, baby, let's try this position. The first thing she goes, no, I don't. I wish I had some pearls.
Okay, so
I don't do that.
So she
don't want to be judged.
She don't want to be judged, but he wants someone new that will try these new bag of tricks that he want to be able to do.
Right.
But his permanent woman is so timid, she doesn't want to try all of those sexual positions that he's seen on his pornography, that he's seen on TV that he wants to try. So he have to be able to have a willing participant.
What's going on?
Nothing. I just need to be able to get a prayer cloth over my legs so I can cross them.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm saying a grown ass woman who isn't jealous of high profile women. That's grown. Babe, I don't know what they said. Now, tell me why women cheat from a woman's perspective. Being honest, it goes both ways. Right, Eddie. Let me tell you something, Eddie. There's not a particular reason why women cheat. I would just say this. If a woman is not getting affection from home, it could be as simple as a compliment. Women like to be complimented. Women like to be, they like to feel as though they matter. So if you're not complimenting your woman, telling her how beautiful she is, acknowledging the fact that she has a new haircut, that she's wearing something new, or she's looking beautiful, she's lost weight, whatever the case may be, just acknowledging the fact that she's this beautiful woman. One thing, all it takes is for another man to come in and say, "Good morning, beautiful.
Absolutely.
How was your day?" Paying her some attention. That's what most women want. They want their man to pay some attention to them.
I think so.
And he was asking, why do women cheat?
Again, I think that it's all about the attention, and I think that you pointed that out, Cleopatra. Just the slightest bit of a compliment from someone that acknowledges what it is about her that maybe she wanted her man to be able to show her some attention and affection. But this new guy could recognize that extra twitch in her walk. He could recognize the new makeup that she's wearing. Just gives her compliments that she's seeking.
And one thing about it, Eddie, when we're in these long-term relationships, we tend to take each other for granted. We tend to stop, we don't focus on the little things that we focus on in the beginning of our relationship because we feel as though we have that person. I don't have to go out of my way to treat her special. We're in this for the long haul. I think that when you're in a relationship, there should be date nights. Friday or Saturday should be dedicated to the two of you. Because I know during the week it's hectic, everyone is working, but you have to set aside time for yourself or someone is going to just swoop on in there and all it takes is a good morning, beautiful.
Right, and then stop putting these stipulations to say, why does someone cheat, quote unquote, because again, you have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. No one has you in bondage. And that's a lot of times what some of these relationships are. Sweet tea, as I would say. I call them trap houses because you want to make sure that somebody is trapped into your idea of what a relationship is about. So you have to be able to establish what all that means for the both of you. Because again, if you're thinking that you own somebody when you're talking about a commitment, that's what people cheat because they want to get out of that restraint. They want to get out of that bondage. So to me, it's a life sentence. And I don't want no parts of it.
Let me stroll this back. What Eddie said. Again, it goes both ways. So you saying women don't stop complimenting and saying nice things. See, to me, you making up a reason for a woman, but that reason can apply to both sides. Of course it can. I'm not making up any reason. I'm just saying it could be simple as a compliment. The reason she steps out. When you take someone for granted, they may end up getting took.
Yeah, well, if they're available to be taken, it's all about a choice. It's the person has to be willing. Now, if you're going into something that is against their will, you're doing a Bill Cosby move, But again, you have to be able to know that this person wants to be with you. So being took sounds as if you're saying that the person is not aware of this. If it's a rape, date rape, if it's you're putting something in someone's drink, as Angela referred to, or if this is a willing person that wants to participate with you, that you have their consent.
It's hot. Wait a
minute. Yeah. So if they have your consent, then it's okay for them to be taken because they accept that. So, we're mature adults and, if you're going to get with somebody, make sure that this is what they want.
And in case in point, you have a lot of women on Facebook that's married. Why go on Facebook and have on these provocative outfits? Showing your legs, showing your ass. Shouldn't that be for your man? They're seeking attention because they're not getting it at home. They love the fact that they want to know that they still have it. Because sometimes, like I said, you get into these relationships and you get comfortable and you forget to compliment your partner.
Yeah.
And like you said, Eddie, that goes both ways. Because you are an attractive man, Eddie.
Oh, is he?
Oh, Eddie is very attractive.
Oh, I didn't know that about Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie's married, and I've told him how attractive he is.
Well, what do you think that does to his ego for his wife? He's committed. He's in a happy relationship, and it's okay to get a compliment from a woman that is just acknowledging how good you look.
Right, and I think sometimes men forget how attractive they are. Because they may not hear it as often because they're married.
Right.
I don't think there's no problem in a woman getting a compliment from another man or vice versa.
Right. No, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're secure in your marriage, secure in your relationship, what's the problem? And that's my point, that you get these people that want to restrict you as if they own you.
Let me see. Okay, I got one thing to say about giving them attention. I have met a woman who I thought was the one for me. I did everything to make her happy. I paid so much attention to her. I bought her a house, a car. Oh, hell. I bought her a house, a car. I went in the hospital and got sick, had to have surgery done on me. But while I was in there, I was told she had cheated on me with my own brother.
Oh,
now my question is, who should be mad? Who should I be mad at?
Oh my goodness. Just chop it up to the game, baby, and thank God that you made it through whatever ordeal that you went through, whatever serious surgery or whatever that you went through. Just thank God that you had the strength to pull through that.
Okay, wait a minute. They seeking attention, or the husband is doing the same thing on Facebook. So instead of trying to solve the problem at home privately, they take the attention they need to Facebook. And for this first comment, I think you say, who do you blame, or who should be at fault for this? I say your brother, because that's your blood. That the woman that you was doing all these things for, just because you was paying her bills, buying you all these material things that you bought her, that still does not warrant you any loyalty. Your brother is the one that owes you loyalty, because that's your blood brother. He's gonna always be your brother. That broad's gonna come and go, but brother's gonna be there forever.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And I hope that you mend the broken pieces and stuff with your brother. But that broad, she wasn't nothing if she did you wrong like that while you were in the hospital. Ladies, I'll be
in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, April 5th. Okay.
Okay, what does that mean, Mark? Are you buying round trip tickets since you can fly out to any restaurant you want? Or are you buying plane tickets?
Yeah, April 5th. That's coming up in about 2 weeks. So do you have a speaking engagement? What is going on in Myrtle Beach?
Mark getting ready to go cook some of these godly women.
A chef.
Yeah, I'm cracking, but I think Mark would be going out there to cook for some of these godly women.
Oh, okay. Got a missionary date.
And it's a shame for the guy that said that he was in the hospital and all of these things that he did for his woman.
She cheated.
And she still cheated.
With his brother.
With the brother.
That's deep.
Yeah, I'm sure there were signs along the way that you probably were not aware of at the time, but looking back, you probably can see some of the things that she was doing backhandedly.
And it's not anything that you can give her materially that would have stopped her from doing that. That's just something that happened. Perhaps she was loaning for you, and your brother was convenient.
Mark said he's going there for ministry. Oh, God bless.
Okay, yeah, God bless you. Yeah, nourish the soul.
Right. And it's such a shame that you can't even keep these tricks around your family members, or you can't even trust them. But like I said, it goes back again where you try to put all of your money into someone that you probably didn't even get a chance to know. Material things is not going to keep a woman's attention. That's not going to satisfy her. It takes more than material things to satisfy a woman's needs.
Absolutely. You got to be able to speak to her soul and understand where she's trying to go in life, because we as women, when we get into these relationships, we become so invested into what the man is all about that we forget to look at ourselves. So if that woman has had time to develop herself and to find out what her talents are and to nurture that part of her, because we as women, we're nurturing our men, we're nurturing our children, we're mothering and things like that, to where we forget about our own needs. So be patient with us until we can discover what it is that we would want to do, and make sure that you support your woman on her ideas.
Right, right. And Charlie said, God going to take care of that. I had to forgive them both because I don't
hate.
Yeah.
I
got nothing but love running through me. I gave it to God, and He brought me through it.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Kudos to you.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That's a big man to do that. It takes a lot for you to be able to show some forgiveness for your own self-healing, because you don't want to have to put that added stress on yourself. And again, something about her is showing you what she's all about. Perhaps you did forgive her, but I don't know. Did you stay with her?
That was my next question. Charlie, did you forgive her enough to stay? Oh, my goodness. Mark invited us to his retreat, his event. He said he's only been divorced 2 years. I think he said he's been married 30 years.
Okay, well, it's still too fresh for you, baby. You need some more time. 2 years is not long enough.
Yeah.
You're still in mourning, and that's okay. Take your time.
He said, I married young, 30 years of marriage.
Yeah, well,
Well, if you was married 30 years, you don't even know yourself. You don't even know what it is to wake up and not see someone.
Yeah.
So you have to get used to, it's almost like riding a bike, you never forget, but you have to still get used to the feeling of not having her in your presence.
Right. Give yourself some me time.
I believe in my Father God Almighty. Of course you do, Charlie. I know that was hard to know that your brother cheated with your girl. There was some backhandedness.
Yeah.
But Mark, in your 30-year marriage, you're still probably seeing shadows of that woman walking through the house. I'm living my best life.
What is this about?
What?
I think it says.
Mark said he's living his best life. Of course you living.
In this video.
Oh yeah. Is she asking?
Not really.
No, she's just watching.
Okay, if you want to be added into the video, let me know. We can do a dish with you. Sister Star, if you want to be tagged in, let me know.
And if anyone on my live feed wants to be added to the live conversation, let me know and I can bring you in live. But back to you, Mark. You said you were married for 30 years. Like I said, you probably still feel that woman's presence in your house.
Right.
You probably still have, you're going to have to, let me tell you something, Mark. Get rid of your bed, first of all. Because you've been in that bed with that woman 30 years. Her spirit is in the springs of that mattress.
Yeah,
Get rid of that mattress.
Yeah, that spirit ain't going nowhere, baby.
Yeah, that spirit in that mattress.
Her scent is still around.
It sure is.
And any new woman would be not comfortable in that same bed where that spirit dwells.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, because you haven't gotten over her. It's just too soon. 2 years is too soon.
Yeah. You still, Mark, you still have that woman's fragrance on your balls. I'm sorry, that came out. I apologize. God forgive me. God, you God-fearing man. I apologize. But baby, that's too soon for you to even get in a relationship.
Yeah, okay.
Wait a minute, sweet tea. Wait a minute, sweet tea. Keep on with your ministry, Mark, because you're going to need prayer.
Right.
And you can't just get over no 30-year relationship.
Any new woman that you bring up, she's going to remind you of this 30-year relationship that you've had. And plus, any new woman that you bring around, you're going to talk about this woman that you've been with for over 30 years. You're not necessarily have to be over her, but you're going to continue to talk about her to whoever it is that you get with. It's not over yet. It's too fresh. 2 years is not enough time. Give yourself at least 5.
Mark, how old are you, Mark? We need to know this before we can give you any type of solid advice.
That is in Southern California. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee currently.
Yeah. But like I said, Mark, the first thing that you need to do in this 30-year marriage is to get rid of that mattress. That mattress got all type of demons, all type of spirits lingering up under those box springs.
Aaron says, sage your house, brother.
I've been traveling for 22 months, 12 states, and loving it. You need to travel, Mark. You're just not finding yourself. You're 55. Mark, you're still young.
Yeah, you're still very young.
Give yourself a couple of years before you even think about getting into something new.
Yeah, do yourself a favor and go somewhere and do something fun, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Skydive. If that's too dangerous, you know, go back into doing some roller skating. Just something fun.
Roller skating?
Yeah, just something fun.
Mike needs to find himself.
Yeah.
You know what? Sometimes when you're in these long relationships, you all start to look a damn like. Mark, go on a photo shoot. Take a picture by yourself so you can clear your mind of her being in the presence, because you probably have all type. After 30 years, your photo album is full of pictures of this woman.
Right.
Bruh, 2 years long enough. Tomorrow ain't promised, but get rid of the mattress though. Really a year long enough. Yeah, honey, Eddie, that's the first thing he gonna have to do is get rid of that damn mattress. You can't, let me tell you guys something. Whenever you're in a new relationship, get rid of the mattress, because mattresses hold spirits.
Yeah, absolutely.
All that bumping and grinding and sweat going in between the creases of that mattress and box springs and stuff like that. Get rid of that so you can start fresh.
Right.
I agree. What's that?
Reintroduce yourself to yourself. Yeah, it's just something new you got to be refreshed about, because that is a lot to share your space and time day in and day out, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. You roll over, they're there. You get up, they're there. Okay, yeah, you need some me time.
Right. He says, I'm good, ladies. Just enjoying you ladies. Shit, costs too much. Eddie, you can invest in another mattress. When I was in a relationship with my kid's father, the first thing he did was he bought me a bedroom suit. We got rid of the old bed. Get rid of the old problems. I got a serious question to ask. I have a home care aide working for me. Okay, she comes in my house to clean my house really good. It smells really good, but I only have one problem.
You have to see the C more to even know what they're talking about.
Try not to cut it off by tapping it. Problem, she smell like fish. How do you tell her without hurting her feelings? Okay, this is a serious question. First of all, you paying this woman to clean your house. If you paying her, that means she works for you. Tell her, I'm sorry, but you have a little body odor. There's no easy way to tell someone that they smell like fish.
Right.
If you paying her, like I said, she works for you. Tell her. I'll say, babe, you smell like fish.
It's basically, it's almost as if when you clean my house, I don't know what kind of spray you're using, but does this spray, I mean, whatever it is, it's not a good, it's lingering and it's offensive. I'd rather for you to use lavender.
But sweet tea, he said she smelled like fish.
Well, put it on the house spray that she's using. Try to make it, give her a low blow. Don't come too harsh.
She don't need no low blow if she smell like fish. You can't go low. Go high. Let me tell you something, baby. Fire her. That's what you do. Fire her. Send her a note, an email, a text message saying that her services are no longer needed.
Yeah.
And you know that's the best thing to do, to not be offensive to, because you can't tell a woman that she smells fishy.
Yeah.
Just get rid of her.
Well,
you say she does a good job cleaning your house.
Well,
obviously she doesn't do a good job cleaning her ass,
cleaning her body. Yeah.
Yeah. So just get rid of her, because you can't just straight up tell somebody she smells like fish. She's wearing seafood perfume. Be quiet, John. No, she smells like that when she walks in. Okay, well, that's on you.
Yeah.
Like I said,
don't pay her.
Yeah, you hired her. You can fire her.
Right.
Because she's cleaning your house, but she's leaving that fishy smell behind.
Right. So the Pine Sol is not going to even get rid of that. That's wasting your money and your time.
Mark says, any lady I deal with has to smell amazing at all times. Mark, all she has to do is put that holy water on her, right? Mark is into, the Bible. He is to ministry. So all your woman has to do is have that holy water smell.
Right.
Yeah, Angela said just fire her. That's the that's no brainer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's starting to be offensive, and if you have to pay somebody the minute that they walk in that they're not cleaning themselves, it's noticeable to that degree, then it's time to let them go. They're being offensive.
Mark said he smelled amazing at all times. He expects the same in return. And that's foul. For her to come into your home and you parent her, she must have cleaned plenty of houses prior to coming to your house. So like I said, just get rid of her. You can find someone that will clean your house. That's a no-brainer.
Right. So then how do you guys deal with someone that you're intimate with that may have an offensive odor? Is that something that you share with them? Because when you're, intimate with someone and you notice that their body isn't...
Wait a minute. Mark says it's just that she's older and she needs the work. Well, Mark, all I can say is whether you're going to have to either deal with it or not. You can't have it both ways. She cleans your house well, but she smells like fish. All I can suggest to you is you get you a mask and get you some of that Febreze and spray your house. Febreze, spray that and close your door behind you. Because obviously, you're caring more about the woman than your house that you're saying that she needs the money.
Right.
So, keep her. Keep her. Just get you some damn Febreze.
Right.
Yeah. She's an elderly woman, so she may have, what you call that? When women wear the pins, where they kind of pee a little bit in their panties.
Right.
She might have something going on that's,
what state are you in?
Let me see. I'm not Mark. I'm Charles. Charles, I know who you are, sweetie. I know who you are. I was just addressing your situation and just letting you know that it's not as bad as you think. You said that she's good at cleaning your house. Don't worry about the other part of it. Spray some Febreze and open your windows when she leaves.
Or if you just want to give her some charity and say, I appreciate you coming by, but things have changed for me. I don't no longer need your services, but what I can do is help you out from time to time. If she doesn't want to give you her address, maybe she has a P.O. box that you can send her some money, send her some cash, but you don't need her services if it's the scent is that bad.
I'm saying send her some money for what?
For helping her out. He says she's old and she needs to work. Mm-hmm. Well, if she's smelling your house up like fish, just give her the money and tell her you don't need her to clean up if she's that damn old anyway.
Oh, my goodness.
She don't need to be cleaning your house, no way.
That's bad. That's a tough one. But, Charles, I hope we answered some of your questions, hon. And Mark, we're currently in Birmingham, Alabama. I am anyway.
Well,
Yeah. Yes. Anything else that we can help you all with? My name is Cleopatra, and this is Sweet Tea, and we are in the powder room.
absolutely.
But Mark, I hope that we help your situation as well with your 30-year relationship. Like I said, start with the mattress and get rid of anything that reminds you of your wife. But like I said, we're not gonna keep you all any much longer. Do you have anything over there, Sweet Tea?
No, not that no one is asking me anything, but I wanted to know, how do you all address your own intimate relationships if there is a bad odor? How do you address that with your partners? Do you tell them that there's something going on? I know that Charles brought up someone that cleans the house, but I'm talking about someone you're in a relationship with and you're intimate. Maybe they have bad breath. Maybe they're not cleaning their genitals. What do you do to tell your partner about their hygiene?
Well, speaking of that, Charlie said track infection is what I think it is. I'm going to tell her today. Thank you. I stay in hotels while traveling.
Well, just let her, be gentle with her with something in that regards that you feel as if you want to share with her, what you're finding out, that she smells like fish,
I think that's a bit personal.
Word it.
You as a man don't tell a woman that you think she has a urinary tract infection. What type of doctorate degree do you have to give a woman a diagnosis like that? That's offensive. John said he would definitely say something.
Okay, yeah, you say something to an intimate partner. We need to do something about the halitosis, because when you're kissing someone that's intimate, you have to be honest with your partner about what it is that you're noticing with the body odor or, the bad breath.
She just stank. Angela! Like I said, I think that's offensive to even assume that this woman has a urinary tract infection. That's none of your business. You're paying her to clean your house. She's not paying you to clean her ass. Suck dick. Jennifer? What? What does that mean?
Oh my goodness.
But I've never been in a situation or a relationship whereas I had to tell my partner that something wasn't smelling fresh.
Okay.
But
how would you go about that if that was the case? What would you advise someone if they were dealing with that with their partners? How would you go about advising them how to handle that?
I have no problem bathing my man.
You would suggest that they just bathe them?
Yeah.
Bathe the partner?
Make it out of an intimate, fun occasion. I've never experienced that. I got a weak stomach always. Anyway. First of all, I would suggest that you all get creative. Get you some scented candles. Get you some bubble bath and things like that, and wash each other's body.
That's a good suggestion.
Prior to getting intimate. And then once he sees that, that you're cleaning certain areas and that, you all are having fun, this will be in, just something that you all do prior to getting intimate.
Right, and that keeps it
fun.
To where it's not insulting anyone
Right.
and making anyone feel bad.
Right.
So that sounds like a fun way of helping each other out.
And
without being offensive.
Right. And another thing, not to get too personal with you all, change it up sometimes in the bedroom. No one wants the same old boring sex. Change it up sometimes. Be spontaneous. Sex does not always have to be in the bedroom.
Right. And so when they get to saying whose is it, You don't have to continue to go along with the charades.
Wait a minute, sweet tea. If they're saying who is it, are you suggesting that they say David and that's not this man's name?
No, I'm just saying that you don't have to get into the same routine
Right.
because you already know whose it is. You know,
Mm-hmm.
do something different. Say something different.
And like I said, I'm not going to speculate on why Mark divorced his wife after 30 years.
So he'll be in Birmingham in November.
Okay, thank you. I'm not going to suggest anything about why his marriage ended after 30 years, but I would assume that it was routine.
Wow.
I'm going to assume that it's
Is that
routine.
what you would think?
Yes.
You see, after 30 years.
After 30 years.
And they're broken up. Well, they're no longer together, and he's been single, I would assume, single for the last 2 years. So I think it's still fresh, Mark. I think you still need some time for yourself. You say you're a traveler, and so that will help. You know, but please don't bring up all of that with your new person that you bring into your life, your new lady friend. Don't bring up your 30-year relationship. That's a turn off.
Okay. Charles said something about he got a... Let me see. I have a registered nurse that comes by, and she said that it may be because she put perfume. I don't know what it said. I don't know what it said. I think you said something about you have a registered nurse that comes by and she says that, I don't know. I'm thinking that you're still talking about this woman with this fishy smell. Perfume is going to set it on fire. That's probably why it's fishy, because she put that perfume down there. She's probably on fire.
You got a fucking fish fry.
Right. Damn.
Fucking fish fry.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, so we need to get back to the basics of men courting women. Why are you guys, some of these guys nowadays, Cleopatra, are wanting the women to chase them and court them and date them and ask them to marry. So we need to switch this back to the old traditional way of doing things. Men chase women when it comes to courting. I'm not talking about get someone that doesn't want you to give you the time of day. I'm not talking about dating somebody that doesn't show any interest to you and you got to chase them down. No, we're talking about a woman that shows you that she likes you and that you want to show that like back.
Well,
Pursue her.
Well, sweet tea, you have to remember, men have a lot of options.
Oh, is that what it is?
Men have a lot of options, and they're not going to just pursue you if there's someone else out there that he,
Can make it easier.
that can make it easier. Sometimes we as women, the chase is too long.
Right.
When you have someone that's willing to abide by whatever it is he wants,
right,
and to give him all what he needs, and you're trying to be this pearl clenching ass woman,
right,
this virtuous woman, thinking that that's going to get this man's attention
when he's just looking for a quick fix,
and
she can give it to him.
I don't know if it's necessarily a quick fix, but no one has time to be chasing someone. What I'm saying is that if you're interested in someone, don't be afraid to let that be known. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Because there's too much competition out here for you to be playing in the games that's being played out here.
Yeah.
If you see something that you want, go for it. Get it. Yeah. Yes, she suggested it might be a track infection.
He's still trying to diagnose that woman. Leave that woman alone.
Coochie alone. Yes,
you still paying.
Yeah, the old traditional way. Well, my charge battery's getting low, so bingo. Yes, the old traditional way still works.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get back to the old traditional way because, again, we as women, we have something to offer you, but you have to be willing to come after it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you waiting on a man to chase?
Yeah, absolutely. I want him to court me.
No.
Yeah, I love chivalry.
But in the midst of him chasing, you have to still look back and see who's chasing you. Meaning that you still have to acknowledge the fact that someone is trying to pursue you.
Absolutely, I will acknowledge it. I will appreciate it and accept it. And I will allow it. I will allow it to happen because it's time.
But sweet tea, you know, when it comes to the chase, once a man has caught you,
Right.
once he has put you up on here in a headlock and got you,
Right.
still don't make it too easy.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because
on that.
once the chase is gone, he's gone.
The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone. Right.
For some reason, men like the initial chase.
I think that they like the mystery. They want to be able to unwrap you and figure you out and get all of that information out of you and find out what makes you tick. They want to know. They want to pick your brain.
And you know what? That's where it's fun. In the initial stages,
Right.
when you're trying to get to know each other, the chase, the pursuit.
Yeah, all of that
All
is
that's fun and exciting.
But when they finally get you and figure this shit out, I'd rather deal with you and all your bullshit.
I'd rather deal with you. Yeah.
I'd rather deal
I'd rather deal with you. Yeah, but I think that's what we as women want. We want to always feel as though we're being pursued.
I think so. I think
Chased.
that will not ever be something of a trivial pursuit. I think that it matters. I think that it's important.
Right.
Dog chasing cat. Well, if that's the way you want to look at it, it works. It works.
I like the chase. I like the excitement.
I do too.
You know, I like the smile on my face when my phone rings and his picture pops up or his number pops up. I like that.
I like to hear his voice. It's something kind words that he's saying. That means a lot.
But like I said, sweet tea, don't just put it all on him to chase you. When that man shows some interest, you have to show some interest as well. Men like to feel as though they are, you know.
And that's how it should be.
Yeah, men like to know that they're wanted as well.
Absolutely.
Just like we as women want to be complimented, your man wants to be complimented as well.
Hey, baby, what's up? How you doing?
Bring that ass over here, you sexy son of a. Bring me that sexy ass. You know, men want to be. Yeah.
How are you?
They want to be complimented.
Well, you can't keep putting pressure on a woman and then you want to be treated nice. Take the load off of us. It's all of this, oh, you's a strong black woman. Oh, you's independent. You can handle it all on your own. Who told you that? Who told you that we want to sit up here and handle all this shit on our own?
Wait a minute. Deflect, sweet tea.
Okay.
Now I want one last question. I've been alone for over 20 years on my own. I want to get back into a good relationship, but I'm a little afraid too. There's too many people cheating out there. Do you think, hold on.
Do you think I should what?
Do you think
I should just concentrate on me or give it another try?
Of course, give it another try. But don't give it another try until you have fixed whatever brokenness you have dealt with. Don't get into another relationship until you have cleared out that baggage closet. There's nothing wrong with trying to find love. But you have to be ready to receive it.
Absolutely, Cleopatra. And give yourself another chance, to find, the love that you're looking for. But don't be so quick to want to jump out there because the one didn't work. You're giving up on love. You're giving up on yourself. Fix you first before you go out there and try to get to be in love with somebody, or before you try to pursue a lady. Find out what makes you happy. And that way you can exude this happiness to whoever it is that you get with.
Mm-hmm.
But until you get that happiness back, you're going to be miserable. You're going to be grumpy, and no one wants to deal with a grump and a complainer.
Right. And Charlie, do something different. Don't go into another relationship doing the same thing you did in that last relationship. Wipe the slate clean and do something different, because oftentimes when we get into a new relationship, we compare what was to what is. Mm-hmm. So, start off fresh. Don't be, because men are bitter as well. Men, they have been hurt as well. And sometimes, men, they are afraid to share whatever experience they have because they're afraid of being classified as being weak. Men want someone's shoulder to cry on as well.
So Larry said, we love attention as well. So, yeah, of course.
Yes, you love attention. And for the women that's on the live stream, like I said, compliment your man, because all it takes for him is to get that attention that he's not receiving for you. That's the truth. Men have plenty of options. Good women options are limited. Go into details on how to fix it. Go into details on how to fix it. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I think you're referring to Charlie's situation. Like I said, sometimes we have to take time to fix whatever issues that we're dealing with. If you dealt with someone that cheated in a relationship, that's devastating. So you're going to go into the next relationship thinking that this woman is doing the same thing, and that's going to run her away. Mm-hmm. Like I said, you have to wipe the slate clean.
Right.
This is a different woman, so don't go in thinking that she's cheating on you. Mm-hmm.
Well, to be able to go into detail about how to fix it, you first have to discover what it is that you're missing in your own life. Do your homework when it comes to fixing your past traumas, your childhood traumas, anything that has left you bitter, like Cleopatra said. Clean that all up. Don't take it out on the next woman because the first woman cheated on you, or she didn't cook, or she was dirty, she didn't clean her house up. Learn how to make sure that you take care of your own self and your own needs so that you would be able to know that you can do it without this woman. Right. Don't just lean on someone else to be your maid and your chauffeur and your butler. Know how to cook and clean your own house. Mm-hmm. Know how to go out and work and make your own money, mm-hmm. so that the next person that come along, it won't even faze you. You can perhaps teach them a thing or two. Mm-hmm. Learn how to be flexible and know how to get along with the next person instead of trying to change the person or to belittle the person for what they may not know how to do. Mm-hmm. Be willing to teach.
Right. And because and we're gonna get ready to close, because most of the time, let's see, did you two ever written a book?
Because I'm gonna go buy it.
Because sometimes, if you all can think about this for a minute, if you look at some of your past relationships, you probably chose the same woman within all of those women that you've been with, because it's something that you're seeking that you have not found. So therefore, you find that in the same woman, and you end up having the same issues, because the issues are not with her, the issues are with you.
Well, Larry says that some things in your past may not be fixable. Everything is fixable, unless it was a mass murder, I hate to say. Everything is fixable. It's nothing that tragic or that bad that it can't be repaired.
Right.
Especially if it's something that was out of your control when you were growing up, in your childhood. You can deal with the fact of whatever it was. If it was something that traumatized you that you haven't gotten over, seek counseling, seek a therapy. Find out if you can get meditation or mediation or some perhaps medication. But fix it. It can be fixed. I don't go along with that.
Right. And I guess we're going to close with that. I want to thank you all for joining us here in the powder room.
Absolutely.
Well, we fixed that shit that you got going on.
Absolutely. Love you. Take care of yourself. Love yourself so that you can love everyone around you.
Thank you so much. Toodles.
See you later.
Oh.
My live is still going on. See.